This is Joy Foote. Welcome to Pine Mountain, then and now. Welcome to the very first episode of Pine Mountain, then and now. Before I get into the history tidbit of the show, I need to back up and give a super short history lesson. Have you ever wondered why some businesses or buildings in town had the name Chipley in them? That's because our town was originally named after a railroad promoter, William Chipley. And there's a Chipley, Florida, named after the same person that is still on the map today. Our town was renamed in 1958 to Pine Mountain. So now you know. There are a lot of etchings on the inside walls of the old jail cell at the Chipley Historical Center. Probably the most famous one, John Owings, age 12, killed 6, makes you recall the more Wild West days of Pine Mountain. Could this jail have imprisoned a notorious killer? But the story is more cute than criminal. Turns out, John Owings was living in Pine Mountain when his dad was the manager at the Decula plant. One day, when his dad came into the old city hall to take care of some business, little Johnny took his penknife and scratched, "John Owings, age 12, killed 6. Not long after, his family moved away. But little Johnny was no murderer. Turns out, he was a minister. One of our local volunteers, the late Lillian Champion, was traveling in 1987 in Italy. She and her husband were visiting family at a military base. When they went to the chapel on Sunday, they were surprised to see that John Owings was the minister. Lillian was able to talk to John about the infamous etching, and he remembered that day and the marks he left within the jail. John also shared that he was a chaplain with the paratroopers and would actually jump with them. Some years later, the Chipley Historical Center invited him to speak at an annual Veterans Day program. He was dressed in his highly decorated uniform, and he gave an address. I wish I had been there that day. Imagine how fascinating it was to hear his stories and about how he dedicated his life to service. If you want to see the etchings in the jail, come by the Chipley Historical Center. You can go inside the jail and see it for yourself. Plus, there's a ton of other interesting things to see at the center. It's ribbon cutting time. The Pine Mountain Art and Jewelry Store is opening this Saturday. And the ribbon cutting ceremony is on Tuesday, September 3rd at 11 a.m. The new store is located at 141 North Main Avenue in Pine Mountain. That's next to Cat's Meow. At the latest count, the store has 23 artists, which are part of the Pine Mountain Art Alliance. The Alliance combines a growing group of local area artists with people that just love art. If you are interested in learning more about the Art Alliance, come by the store, and I hope to see you at the ribbon cutting ceremony. There'll be refreshments and a chance to meet the artist. And we have even more going on over the Labor Day holiday. Callaway Resort and Gardens will light up the weekend with their annual hot air balloon show and glow. After sundown, the beach will transform with the gigantic balloons glowing and fireworks at Robin Lake Beach. And it's always fun to see the canines in flight, amazing dogs performing stunts in the beach area. For more details, check out CallawayGardens.com for tickets and times. Special thanks goes out to the Chipley Historical Center for fact-checking this episode. The beautiful art and music for the show was created by Silly Bug Studios. The next episode will be released on Wednesday, September 4th. Hope to see you around town.